My friends, I am so happy to have gamer representation in the hallowed halls of our Congress. Matt Gaetz is a Smash player. That's right. It's time. The Pizza Gates, they ended up being right, okay? Matt Gaetz said to face Justice Department inquiry over sex with an underage girl. Whoo, dilly. Always the Republicans, man. Always the Republicans. Matt Gaetz, representative from Florida, of course, and a close ally of Donald Trump, of course, is being investigated by the Justice Department over whether or not he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old and paid for her to travel with him, according to 3 people briefed on the matter. Investigators are examining whether Mr. Gaetz violated federal sex trafficking laws, the people say. A variety of federal statutes make it illegal to induce someone under 18 to travel over state lines to engage in sex in exchange for money or something of value. Yes, because this would be underage child prostitution. Jesus, yeah. The Justice Department regularly prosecutes such cases, and offenders often receive severe sentences. So, naturally, the response from the far right has been immediate and swift. Laura Boebert, I believe, the crazy gun lady in Congress, deleted a bunch of old correspondences that she had praising Gaetz on Twitter. It was Boebert, right? Was it a different one? Was Boebert? I think it was Boebert. Now, one of the remaining Congress people who's still defending our man over here, Mr. Gaetz, would be none other than MTG herself, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the QAnoner, who, as it turns out, not actually that opposed to children being trafficked for sex. Really interesting. Nick Fuentes had like a little meltdown on stream where he talked about how the age of consent was arbitrary anyway. 17 is old enough. And how the Jews are the reason why we're not all marrying 14-year-old travel wives or whatever. Yeah. No, you should. There's a clip out there somewhere. It's like 4 minutes of him going on like that. So we, as always, the far right pedophiles, we know not new stuff. Yeah, the whole campaign against me is really just a protracted bout of extremely desperate projection. Bosh, it's on YouTube. Wait, did I make that video? Wait, did I make a video on that? No? Oh, okay. It's on YouTube as in someone else put it on YouTube. Obviously, everything's on YouTube, dumb fuck. Why would you be like, this content is on YouTube? I thought you meant I had done it. Like, I was confused. Didn't know I had those kind of gaps in my memory, but okay. Anyway, the investigation has opened the final months of the Trump administration, so it's been going on for a while now. Under Attorney Barr, 2 people said, given Gaetz' national profile, senior Justice Department officials in Washington were notified of the investigation. The 3 people said the investigation of Gaetz, 38, is part of a broader investigation into a political ally of his, a local official in Florida named Joel Greenberg. Oh my God! Gaetz wasn't even the main sting. He was a side piece, and he might go to prison for 30 years. Oh my God! That must suck. Imagine being like the bonus, to be brought down. Jesus Christ. Joel Greenberg, who was indicted last summer on an array of charges, including, sex trafficking of a child and financially supporting people in exchange for sex, at least one of whom was an underage girl. Family. Values. You said under socialism we should lower the age of consent? No, I didn't. I think we should raise the age of consent. That's a position I've held for years. Mr. Greenberg, who has since resigned his post as tax collector in Seminole County, visited the White House with Mr. Gaetz in 2019. What do you think it should be raised to? Unironically, so here's my problem, okay? When I was young, when I was 15, this is what I thought. Yeah, 15 years old enough, I could fuck MILFs everywhere. That's when I was 15. That was what my thought process in the matter. And then when I was 18, I thought, no, it's fine. And now that I'm older, I think, like, unironically, I think it should probably be 21 with Romeo Juliet laws. 20 or 21. I unironically believe this. Because if you're an adult, and I'm an adult, 27 years old, have you met an 18-year-old? They're infants, okay? They're infant children babies, okay? They're tiny infant baby children, okay? They're not they're like little Goombas, okay? They're not even real, all right? They're like tiny idiots, all right? What's Romeo and Juliet laws? Oh, like if you're 20, if the age of consent was 21 and you're 22 and you have a 21-year-old boyfriend, that wouldn't be a problem. Like you have like a proximity period so that you don't have issues when people who are in a relationship but they're both on opposite edges but very close to the line. Then yeah, I think most states in America have that. How would you feel about raising the minimum age to marry to 25? How about the minimum age to marry to 1 million? Because fuck marriage. Got him. Anyway, enough. Mr. Gaetz called the investigation part of an elaborate scheme involving false sex allegations to extort him and his family for $25 million that began this month. Wait, what? Wait, the DOJ is doing an investigation to extort him for $25 million? What? He said he and his father, Don Gaetz, have been cooperating with the FBI and wearing a wire after they were approached by people saying they could make the investigation go away. Mr. Gaetz said the disclosure of the sex trafficking inquiry was intended to thwart investigation. Wait, is he trying to pull the 1-2? Is he actually doing it? Is he like, hey, you can't bust me for child sex trafficking. I'm actually doing this as part of an investigation. Dude, this cocaine, I'm undercover, okay? He's probably referring to another investigation. I have a feeling that he wouldn't lie about something this provably incorrect unless there was something to it. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how the investigation goes. Oh, hell, you scroll down far enough. Mr. Gaetz invited a right-wing Holocaust denier to the State of the Union address in 2018 and attended an event last year when he said the Proud Boys had provided security, though he has distanced himself from that group on his podcast. Nice. People are saying that he said that on Tucker Carlson. Let's find out, huh? Because the funniest thing by far in this entire story is the implication. And not that implication.
The New York Times is running a story that I have traveled with a 17-year-old woman, and that is verifiably false. People can look at my travel records and see that that is not the case. What is happening is an extortion of me and my family involving a former Department of Justice official.
Does anyone else think that he looks like alt-universe evil, the guy from Parks and Rec? Oh yeah, 17-year-old woman, by the way, sure. We're talking a high school girl, okay? The guy from Parks and Rec, what's his name? Not Ron Swanson, you fucking idiots. No, the partner, Ben. Yeah, Ben. Look at him. He looks like evil Ben.
And the FBI and the Department of Justice were so concerned about this attempted extortion of a member of Congress that they asked my dad to wear a wire, which he did with the former Department of Justice official. Tonight, I am demanding that the Department of Justice and the FBI release the audio recordings that were made under their supervision and at their direction, which will prove my innocence. I'm not the only person on screen right now who's been falsely accused of a terrible sex act. You were accused of something that you did not do, and so you know what this feels like. You know the pain it can bring to your family, and you know how it just puts people on defense when you're accused of something so salacious and awful.
You just referred to a mentally ill viewer who accused me of a sex crime 20 years ago.
Tucker's like, dude, my viewers don't remember that. Why the fuck would you bring that up?
And of course, it was not true. I never met the person. But I do agree with you that being accused falsely is one of the worst things that can happen, and you do see it a lot. What is the basis of that investigation? What is the allegation? That's really not very clear from these news stories.
Yeah, again, I only know what I've read in the New York Times. I can say that actually you and I went to dinner about 2 years ago. Your wife was there, and I brought a friend of mine. You'll remember her. And she was actually threatened by the FBI, told that if she wouldn't cop to the fact that somehow I was involved in some pay-for-play scheme, that she could face trouble. And so I do believe that there are people at the Department of Justice who are trying to smear me.
Who are they? Who is this girl? What are they talking about, the New York Times?
The person doesn't exist. I have not had a relationship with a 17-year-old. That is totally false.
If you just saw a
Wait, hold on. Where's the clip of the implication? Hold on. Is it from hold on, this is from my man Christo.
I can't stop thinking
certainty that there's always more than you read in the newspaper. We immediately called Matt Gaetz and asked the story.
That if she wouldn't cop to the fact that somehow I was involved in some pay-for-play scheme, that she could face trouble. And so I do believe that there are people at the department.
Wait, did I miss it? Did I stroke out? Did he say the part where he was like, "Did you see the young woman that I was with at the dinner table?" Did I miss that? I stroked out? Oh my god, I stroked out. I'm so sorry. I completely oh my god, hold on. Let me just my ears are ringing a little bit. This career is getting to me. Whew. Ooh. Okay, all right. Well, you know, I don't have any hot, like, analytical takes to deliver on this one. I think child sex trafficking is bad. Maybe if I had a conservative on, or like a person from the alt-right, they would disagree with me because they like child sex trafficking, and then we could get some back and forth. But between me and my left-leaning audience, I think we can just all agree that it's not a great thing, you know? It's probably not good. Oh yeah, Gaetz also voted against the revenge porn bill. Yeah, was he like the only person to do this? Yeah. Gaetz was like, yeah, dude, if you have nudes from somebody, you can just post that shit for porn. Yeah. He was the only one, the only person who was like, yes, I think that if a ex-girlfriend of yours sent you nudes, you should be able to just dump that shit on Pornhub. Fuck yeah. He looks like the Beavis and Butthead guy. Look. Jesus. Christ. He's a frat boy? Yeah, we have, you know, fucking underage chicks saying you should be able to post porn. Yeah. I don't think you missed the implication part, but here's a clip with just that part. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, let me recover after the stroke out, okay?
Again, I only know what I've read in the New York Times. I can say that actually you and I went to dinner about 2 years ago. Yeah. Your wife was there, and I brought a friend of mine. You'll remember her. And she was actually threatened by the FBI, told that if she wouldn't cop to the fact that somehow I was involved in some pay-for-play scheme. Oh,
wait, he didn't say this in the clip. You fucking liars! He didn't say this in the clip. Why would you say? I specifically mentioned the dinner. Did he say this? He did? I'm going to kill myself.
That she could face trouble.
In a video game.
I do believe that there are people at the Department of Justice who are trying to smear me, you know, providing for flights and hotel rooms for people that you're dating who are of legal age is not a crime. And I'm just troubled that the lack of any sort of legitimate investigation into me would then convert into this extortion attempt.
I guess I'm not surprised that the go-to response for somebody like this, after being, you know, implicated in child sex trafficking, would be that the entire Department of Justice is trying to frame him. Why would the Department of Justice try to frame him exactly? Is that a thing? And by the way, if he's not liable for anything, why exactly did he seek a blanket pardon from Donald Trump beforehand? Wait, hold on. If we have so much faith in the criminal process here, then it sure is interesting that he, you know, he was, you know, reaching out to Donald Trump asking for a blanket pardon. You know, it's a kind of curious, makes you wonder. And he didn't even get it. Absolutely spectacular. The face of a criminal. All right. That's enough. We're having too much fun with these people. They set themselves up too well.